Hello, my spooky witches, and welcome back to the Can't Stop Talking podcast. It is the night before the Friday of Halloween, and Halloween's on Tuesday, but I am obsessed with Halloween. It is one of my absolute favorite holidays. I just love spooky. I love dressing up like a little sleuth. I love drinking. I love candy. And obviously, I love being a witch and manifesting my whole life, as you guys know. So it is absolutely the perfect holiday for me. And we are actually having a huge Halloween party at the house like we do every year. And I'm just so excited. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep tonight, you guys. But, anyways, this podcast is going to be so good, and it kind of goes with the theme of what I'm being for Halloween, and that is I am being Wednesday Addams. And I just love her. I love the show. I love how she's so authentically her and she's so magnetizing, and I just wanted to be her after the show. And it goes with the theme of today's podcast, which is you are the secret sauce in your business. And once you understand this concept, business gets so much freaking easier. And I actually just did a live on this exact topic, but I really just wanted to add more to it. Like I had so many more ideas when the live ended. I feel like when I'm speaking to you guys on podcasts, I'm like my most authentic self because I'm like, my hair's in a bun. I'm in my bed. I'm just like spewing and saying whatever I want because I don't feel like eyes are on me. And so I just wanted to go deeper into this topic and give it to you guys for the podcast. So without further ado, you are the secret sauce. And this is what is missing in your business if you are not attracting clients or manifesting everything you want, to be honest. And you are the secret sauce because you can't be replicated. You can't be duplicated. You can't be copied as hard as anyone tries. You are what makes your business different. Your branding, your selling, your courses, it's you. There are thousands of coaches. Everyone says the market's saturated. The market's not too saturated, right? And let me tell you why. Even though there are 1,000 business coaches who are making money, and even though there are health coaches who have lost weight, gotten healthier, fixed their eating, and there are relationship coaches who are good at dating, got married, etc. These things don't set you apart, right? I'm just like any other business coach who makes money. They're like any other health coach who got healthy and lost weight. They're like any other relationship coach who met the love of their life. In fact, anyone can learn these things for free on Google or YouTube. But people want to pay you, listen very closely, because of your past experiences, your energy, your outlook on life, your beliefs, your values, your lifestyle, and how you back you. People don't pay over $1,000 to go see Taylor Swift concerts because she sings like any other artist. It's because she's authentically her. She has bangs even when they're not in style. She has so many cats. She writes songs about her ex-boyfriends. She's had heartaches. She's shared everything with us. And people are so drawn to her over any other artist because she is completely herself. She gives her audience the chance to be themselves. She invokes an emotion in them that they would pay thousands of dollars to keep feeling, even if it was only for 3 hours. And she also has something to live for. She creates a movement. She decided to literally re-record all of her songs because she felt like she wanted to make a statement, right? She stands for stuff. And so how can you be so authentic that you invoke this feeling in others, that you cast a vision to make people move. People want a leader gives hope to the future. This is why when you think of like a leader in battle, right? And however, hundreds of years ago, they're telling good leaders would cast hope for their soldiers. They'd be like, we're going to win this effing war. And people are going to like, yes, we're rallying against you, right? And so how can you be so authentic that you invoke this feeling in others? My client asked me, right? How do you not get annoyed when people have harsh marketing and it feels like they are calling you out or like personally attacking you? And this has happened to me many times where I'm like, what the hell? Are you like talking to me? And my answer though was, it doesn't bother me when people have these really harsh marketing tactics or I feel like I'm being called out online because I know who I am, right? When you know at the core that you know who you are and you're comfortable with that, no one's opinions of you can change that. Someone saying business feels hard for them doesn't persuade me from thinking business that business hasn't always been easy. I believe to my core that business has been easy. And you see so much online. They're like, whoever says business is easy is wrong. No, that's my truth. Absolutely for me. I've had to put in the action and I put in a lot of work, but has it felt like hard work to me? No, this is absolutely what I love. Going on Canva, creating a post, this podcast right now, I'm in my bed. Like I'm having the time of my effing life. It feels absolutely easy. And that's my prerogative. That's what I believe in. That's what I know to my core. So when someone else is online saying, don't listen to people saying it's easy, I just don't listen to them. Period. I know who I am and what I stand for. It's what I deeply believe in. My values and beliefs will be different than someone else's, and that's a good thing. That's magnetizing. That's magnetic energy. And that's what's going to make you the non-negotiable choice. That's what makes you do things in a different way and makes you come on top. I was thinking about this after listening to the live and what I wanted to add. And you guys know, one of my favorite fictional characters in the world is Legally Blonde. I just think I like, it's so embarrassing, you guys. I don't know if I was like on my period or what was going on. I was so emotional. I was coming back from Ibiza this summer in south of France, and I watched Legally Blonde on the plane, and I cried. I was like, I just feel so seen. Like, I just love her so much. I was just so happy for her. And the reason is because she never changed herself, right? She was always going to do law school her way. I'm just dying that I'm talking about this, but like I have to. She was always going to do law school her way with her pink, fuzzy pen and her laptop and her outfits. And because she stayed so true to herself, she was able to win the case at the end because she used what she was good at, fashion, her skills, right? And she understood that the defendant was lying. You guys should go back and watch it because it's just so incredible. But the cool part is she never changed who she was, and that made her come out on top. And so what does magnetic energy look like, right? Well, when I think of the opposite of magnetic energy, and I think of people who like focus on just the results or the achievements in their business, it's like focusing on your looks in dating. It's not going to get you far, right? We all know that one girl who is so stunning but can't keep a man for her life or get one, right? She's insecure, she needs constant validation, and she gets clingy when someone wants to leave. You can picture her. Vice versa, that magnetic energy, we all know that girl who's like not really that attractive, but knows who she is. She's comfortable in her skin and walks around like she knows something that we don't know, right? And that something that we don't know is that she's valuable. She knows she's valuable, and she always gets the man without even trying because she's detached from the outcome. She's like, I don't care. There's an abundance of men on this universe, right? And that is magnetic. She validates herself regardless of her looks. She got her. She doesn't chase, she attracts because she knows she's going to win regardless of the outcome. When you know you are the secret sauce, it doesn't matter if someone else in the industry has more money, more results, or a better looking Instagram or algorithm or more followers. None of that matters because that's not what ultimately draws people to you. It's who you are at your core. It's how you carry yourself and what you believe in, and believe that you know you're going to get there. And it's knowing, regardless of what's happening in your reality, you know something that people don't know, that you are special. And if they miss the boat on you, then they will regret it. Because as cliche as it sounds, no one can do what you do quite like you, right? And so that magnetic energy is a reason that people find you. It's a reason that people pay you because they felt something. And newsflash, that didn't come from what you taught, right? They didn't feel something because you taught them how to sign on clients. Everyone's doing that. That's like going to Google, right? It came from who you were being. It came from you believing so deeply in yourself that your audience has no freaking choice but to start believing in themselves, right? That gets someone in your world faster than any achievement or result. Let me say that again. You believing so deeply in yourself makes your audience have no choice but to start believing in themselves. And so when you show up and you know what you have to say is valuable, and people are lucky to follow you, pay you, and be in your programs, this is what happens. This is why people have FOMO, right? People will be like, you have to get into this program. That's the difference of me being like, yeah, you should join this program, or like me backing my own program, being like, showing up and be like, from this energy of my program's effing amazing. Like, you are absolutely crazy if you don't get in this, but I don't need you to get in this. You're going to realize now or later, but regardless, you'll be upset if you didn't get in this now. Like, I know this is good. I don't need anyone else to tell me this is good. I have that belief. And let me tell you this too. When you tell people that your shit don't stink, they're going to believe it regardless of what it is. So if I tell someone this program is incredible and you would be lucky to get in this, they're going into my program with the belief that it's incredible, and they're going to feel that way. They are the mirror to you. So if you say your program is incredible, that's what they have to believe, right? If you are so deep rooted that this program, and you have to be behind it, people can feel when you're not behind it. But when you actually believe in yourself and what you're teaching, people are going to believe you. I always think about Joe Dispenza, and I love Joe Dispenza so much. But if you guys watch him, like, any of his stuff could be fake, right? But the way he effing talks about his stuff, like, there is no doubt in his little mind that his meditations cure cancer. Everyone believes him. And he has a cult following because he is so certain with himself and with his strategy and with his products that he fully believes. And guess what? Maybe the meditations do cure cancer, or maybe it's his clients' beliefs that the meditations cure cancer that cure cancer. Oh my gosh, am I a genius? I just came up with that right now. I don't know, right? But when you decide something in your reality and you back it, that's what happens. I talk about this all the time, right? Because when I had 0 followers, I acted as if I had thousands. Like, it was me and my mom shooting in the gym, right? I would go on my Instagram and, like, I would get 1 like, my mom, right? And I'd be like, "Oh my god, everyone wants to hear what I have to say." Like, I'd be like, 100 people follow me a day. Like, I'm like, eventually I'm going to be speaking to thousands. Like, this is crazy. Like, everyone wants to follow me. And I didn't care what my reality was showing. I didn't care how many times I posted and, I wasn't getting followers. I kept going because I knew, I was certain that I would have the following that I told myself. I knew people would want to listen to me. How? Nothing in my reality told me that. I told myself that. I believed in myself. I was the reason. I said, this is what's going to happen. And then I took the actions and I didn't look at my reality. And I kept that inner belief that like what I have to say matters. And that's what showed up, right? And so like I was saying, while you're busy trying to post like everyone else or teach like everyone else or censor yourself like everyone else, ask yourself what is true for you, right? You can take out a notebook right now or pause this or whatever, but your homework is going to be write these things out. What do you believe at your core? What do you want people to know about themselves? What are you hiding about yourself that you actually want people to see? How can you embody more? And then show up as that person in that energy, in that content, in that conviction, right? Because guess what? It doesn't matter your circumstances. It really doesn't. There's stories all over about people with all different circumstances coming out on top, right? There's probably someone worse off than you. One of my first clients, and I've worked with her for 3 years. I love her to death. We are family now. She came to me $80,000 in debt and still signed up for my one-on-one coaching. Now, she has cleared $80,000 of debt and she makes 10K months and she's built an empire. There are other people who come to me who say, I can't, invest in this because I don't have any money. Is it not that you can't invest in yourself, or do you not believe in yourself? Period. Right? It doesn't matter the circumstances. It's how you hold yourself. I always say this, you guys are going to laugh. My type is like a 6'4" guy. But who do I always fall in love with? The short kings. Why? Because it's the way they hold themselves. The personality. They act like their shit don't stink, right? The 6'4" guy is just, he's like, I'm 6'4", I don't really have to have a personality. Not everyone, I'm just saying. Circumstances do not matter. And so, what I want to leave you with is I believe at my core that each and every one of you was born worthy. We just forget along the way because of society. But once you fully, deeply believe and remember, you are worthy all along, regardless of your circumstances, of what's happening in your reality, of anything, then everything you ever wanted will find its way to you. Because the only thing between you and your manifestations is believing they were meant for someone like you. You are worthy in this moment. You are worthy in the past, and you will be worthy in the future. Start effing acting like it. I love you guys so much. This is probably one of my favorite podcasts I've done so far. Please, please, please let me know if you like this. I love speaking to you guys. Please DM me on Instagram. I just love what I do and I love speaking to you guys. And if you'd be so kind, rate this on Spotify or on iTunes, I would just be so grateful. And if you want to join any of my programs, I just came out with my master classes that are only $50 and they're incredible. They're at my link in bio and I'll leave them at the show notes. DBA is for the woman who's just really ready for those 5 to 10K months, or my private coaching, or my mastermind's coming back. So if you want to be in any of those things, just message me and we'll just have a chat and see if you're a good fit. No strings attached, magnetism only, and detachment all the way. So I love you guys so much. I hope you have a happy and safe Halloween.